They said hoodlums, so NSAS, so okay, when NSAS happened, right? They now made a mistake. When NSAS was going on, the organizers, the people organizing NSAS, they were feeding people. Because hunger day, some people decided to go to the protest. Then go chop breakfast, chop lunch, chop dinner. They will dance, they will dance. They will do everything. I vent their hunger. And everybody will go home. By 6 a.m., 7 a.m., people don't the trek, go Lekki toll gate. People not the trek, go Alausa. We not go agree. Very soon, early in the morning, the van will just arrive. They will start giving food. You know, we know energy. People didn't have any means to go and break shop. They didn't have any reason to go and break house. They didn't have any reason to go and break warehouse. Everything was fine. For 3 weeks, we were alive. Oh. The people didn't break into people's palaces. So they didn't break into anywhere. Oh. They just go to protest ground. They will collect anything we then give them there. People will get injured. They are getting medical care. You know, somebody we don't get typhoid before. We don't use shakpa, enter protest ground. They can't shoot tear gas. As they run, they can't fall. Ambulance come. Then they do check. They say, this is your bruise. This is your test. How about you get typhoid, though? You get malaria. Use this one. Use this medicine. Are you coming here tomorrow? We will treat you for 1 week for free. Are you coming tomorrow? Yes, I'm coming tomorrow. So tomorrow, you know that you are not just going to protest. You are going to get medical attention. Somebody's going to check you for free. Something your government denies you. So there was no reason to go and attack anybody or rob anybody. No report of such. People were giving food to policemen. They were giving water, giving juice to policemen. Police were waiting just like that. No protest, though. Until the criminals in Bodilon became uncomfortable. What did they do? They went to Agege. They activated all their local terrorists. Do you know that Lagos Agbero are terrorists, Abi? Do you know? If your uncle is one of those Agberos, and you are like, no, they are not. They are gentlemen. Now it's Nigeria that turned them to that. You be mumu. You they call other people mumu. You be mumu. Shey our mumu know too much. People who go out to forcefully extort you of money. People who, whenever they start their violence, that can take your life. And they are untouchable because, they back the government and the government backs them. Do you not know that they are terrorists? All the guns they have to intimidate you, shooting. They don't start to K2 boys don't start to hey Onikpan don't go. Wala don't start for Onikpan. No, don't go Onikpan. No, untouchable boys are fighting. No, hey don't go Juelegba. Oh, they don't start to. Those boys are untouchable. What is the difference between them and those who broke into prison to free prisoners? Are they not untouchable? Are they not local terrorists? Or is it because they are speaking Egba? They are speaking Ijebu? Or they are speaking Eko, Ngbati, Timide, Debi, Timide, and all of that, Abi? So you don't see them as terrorists, Abi? People who have guns. And if they come to your house, it will be, and you can, all of a sudden, you can begin to fight for your life, praying between life and death when you meet them. You know them now, when they start. What's the difference? You don't see them as terrorists, Abi? It's all right. Now, so they don't see these terrorists as terrorists when they were working for politicians in Zamfara, when they were working for politicians in Borno, working for politicians in all these places, and winning election and rigging elections for them. Promising them that once they win election, they will give them Sharia. They will give them Sharia. And the Sharia they promised them, where you no believe. Now them, they kill us now. They say we have to take the Sharia. So you don't believe that MC Olueran and co, they are terrorists. You don't know that they are local terrorists, Abi? Don't worry. You will begin to understand the full meaning of terrorism, because that was what they did during the NSAS. They called the National Road Transport Workers, NURTW, at the national level. And they gave the command that they are the only ones who have the ready-made army in Yoruba land that can be unleashed on different protesters simultaneously, and police can stay away. I reported it to 24 hours after that. All the thugs from Agege, all the thugs from Unikpan, All the thugs from Isaleko, they brought all of them together, and you have you saw the videos too. That was when people couldn't go to protest any longer, and that was when people discovered palliative warehouse. Hey, oh boy, wait, oh, food today, yeah, oh. They said now COVID-19 palliative. So food day. And una no give us food all this while. People started hunting for warehouses. People started walking about like hunting. No joke. It turned riots like a new protest all over Nigeria. People started walking. If they see warehouse, they'll say, Baba, this place, they have locked this place up for the past 5 months. Are you sure palliative no dey inside here? To the point that the whole thing spread all over the country. And like magic, people started discovering food, discovering this, discovering that. Now, waiting led people to Oba of Lagos house. Sorry for that long story. I had to tell you. I had to link it that long and bring you back to what Malamu said when he said last year it was the IPOB that attacked Oba of Lagos Palace. It was IPOB that burned down BRT buses. It was IPOB that did this and did that to gaslight them. And the Buhari idiots in Yoruba land, the Lagos Abobakus, the born to suffer head humble slaves. Food done ready. Malamu don't bring food. Moku chop the Igbos. But before you start chopping the Igbos, I have some videos to share with you. You want to know what happened inside the Oba of Lagoon, Akinolu of Eko? Do you want to know what happened that day? Now, these boys, in their own way, they have been targeting him. They said, when Baba Oyekon was alive, the then Oba of Lagos, the children around Iga, around the palace, they had free access into the palace. They said Baba will just sit on his balcony and he will be watching all the young kids playing football in front of the palace. They said that's how Baba relax. Immediately, Oba of Lagoon, appointed by Tifnumbu, the former police officer, pickpockets, became the governor of Lagos. Became the Oba of Lagos. He ridiculed that stool. For so many reasons that some of you will know, that guy, Oba of Lagos, some people will say, Maiyegun, you need to respect Oriade. Oriade Daru, Atiwa Oriade. Do you want to tell yourselves the truth? In Yoruba land, where I know the culture very well. Oba like Oba Lagoon, Akinolu of Eko, Yorubas would have told him to go and open calabash within 7 days. Yorubas, we revere our kings a lot, okay? But at the same time, we have something called checks and balances. To us in Yoruba land, to become a king, if you pass through all the rigors of becoming crowned and becoming a king, you will eventually have become so closer to the deities that you will become nobody's boy, nobody's boy, nobody's crumb eater or ass licker. You have no right to be. But you know what? In Yoruba land today, if you no get any political link, Baba, even if you be Oduduwa descendant, like directly from Oduduwa himself, you cannot become any king in Yoruba land. We have political kings everywhere now. Therefore, when they talk, you'll be asking yourself, shit, this one a king? Oh my God. But they have done it to the point that they have told me and you, we can't do anything about it. Oba Alasheker Jurisha, that's a lie. In Yoruba land, if a king becomes subordinate of other criminals harming the society, and he's not even hiding it, he is a political Oba, brought ridicule to the seat of Oba of Lagos. normally they would have told him to go and open calabash and kill himself. That's what they should have done to Akiolu. And that is why somebody like myself who know the real tradition and culture of Yoruba, I will be pretend to say, and all of that thing that all of you will do. You are doing Muyika to Muyika Osi for somebody who has stamped on the real deities that made him that king. And this is me, just being honest. You don't even have to like it. It's up to you. But again, you should also not change the story. That's not what happened. IPOB no be those who enter the palace. Now, those children from around Iga, those children from Isaleko, whose parents told them about Oba Oyekon and how it used to be. Akiolu built fence. The place that the children are playing usually play football. Akiolu built swimming pool there. He fenced it. Now, to go into the palace, that one alone, now by special invitation. That's why it's always Miss Yanning when he finish with his drink or whatever inside the palace. As a former police officer, thinking he's talking like a disciplinarian when he's actually a bag of, complicit for him. They were the people who revolted. At first, for you to know, when these children enter, before they go for the old paparazzi, now the palliative they found corona palliative inside Akiolu's warehouse. Not just that, they found so many other things like medical programs, like if you take medical outreach to any part of Nigeria, you will go and meet the king, you go and meet traditional rulers. They will give you pass before you can then give those things to poor people. Some of them will say, give it to us. We will send people to share them. This place, you cannot just go anywhere. All these boys, they will ask you to pay money. Give it to us. Akiolu was storing things that were meant for poor people inside the Saleko. It was corona hunger that pushed people into the palace. The day they went to the palace, the military, Nigerian military, they rescued him. They took Akiolu out. Because the children that went there, they went for food, medical supply. They said they found money inside coffin. All right? All of these things, at least we are still alive. Moke will tell the children they are going to lie to. Don't let them lie to you. Don't let them mislead you. Don't let them make you fight a battle for them. The same battle they are ready to kill you in. You are a young person. These criminals, they don't represent you. Let's go back to Lagos. That fateful day, now the seats, the boys first grab.
Ogima, see everything. We don't shop them. About Lagos. Don't shop everything. Everything. Nothing. We don't shop everything. What do you think about Lagos? Oh, everything, everybody. You don't see, you don't enter swimming pool. Where? Everything, we can swim inside swimming pool, yeah. Everybody, they enjoy, no wala.
Did you hear Uche? What it be swim in Biafra? Somebody should type it there. I want to say it on the video. What is swim in Biafra, in Igbo? Did you hear him say that? He said, where? Anyway, I've got a few others. Here is another one. And I'm sharing this with you because this is what really happened a year ago when these people discovered their food inside Akiolu's palace in Lagos. Here is another one. Shebi, you heard the commentary as well. Those are the people living around the palace that discovered their food inside the Akeolu's palace. Food that were supposed to share, they should have shared the food to them, right? Here is another one. I mean, I have a lot. Did you see that? I have another one. I mean, this guy's even carried Akeolu's staff of office. And within few minutes, that staff of office was displayed on gigi.com. For anybody who wants to buy the staff of office of Oba Akeolu, whoever want to buy the shoe of Oba of Lagos, those were the boys from Isaleko. They are not boys from Aba. They are not boys from Anambra. They are not boys from Biafra. They are not boys from anywhere. They are not even boys from Ogun State. They are people living around the place who have been watching Akeolu steal from them. That's the word. Stole from them. Here is another one.
I can't believe this is happening. I can't believe this is happening. I can't just believe it. I can't believe it.
Did you see IPOB? Did you? No, it's a rhetorical question. You don't need to answer me, okay? But you didn't see any IPOB, did you? I hope you are following me. Here is another one again as well. When the boys decided to show the whole Lagos that this is the new Oba of Lagos. Do you see that? Those are boys from Isaleko. Where did Malamu see IPOB in Lagos? Other than just to tell you in Lagos, since they know that Tifnumbu and Co. They are also, they are also surviving through the division of this tribal division of a thing. That's why they are sustaining themselves. His wife publicly said, "We don't like you, Igbos. We don't trust you." She said it. So where else do you think it will work better to trigger Igbos and Yorubas to begin to clash and fight themselves because a terrorist forgiver, a terrorist pardoner, Malamu, is telling us that IPOB burnt Oba of Lagos Palace? If the motive is not just to set us up and then in the process, unleash unknown gunmen on us, start killing our people, breaking into prisons, and turn around to say it's because of the Igbos and Association of Yorubas and Igbos. That is the reason why you have insecurity in Yoruba land. So what I have been telling you will now come to pass. That whatever they are doing to Biafrans today, if you pay attention very well, they will do it to all of us. Because whatever Biafrans are standing and fighting for, you will also find yourselves fighting for same soon. Because you are fighting the same criminals, using the same workbook. But if you are not paying attention, 2023, we have to be this, we have to be that. You will be consumed by what you have no idea that is coming. But I am telling you now, free of charge. This is the intention. The facility they broke into in Oyo today to break Iskilu Wakili, the leader of the Fulani terrorists in the Gongon area, and Ibarapa Mejeje. Amotekun went there through an operation and they caught him. Well, what am I saying? It's not even Amotekun. Thank God it was the OPC led by Iba Gani Adams, who gave the command. And they went after Iskil Wakili. And they brought him and others to Ibadan for prosecution. They handed him over to the police. As they were handing him over to the police arrested them. So who gave them the right to go on such operation to arrest Wakili? However, it's already public. What should we do? We'll keep him in prison, and there will be no other court appearances for him. Then when time is right, it's people who come and break him out. Listen, I don't have my details yet. But what we heard now is that it was one of those inside that prison they broke into in Oyo. And we want the government to come and tell us. And if he's still there and he's not the ones they freed, they should give us his image, a recent image of him inside that prison. Because you see those who arrested this man, those guys spent over 4 months in prison. Police locked them up for over 4 months for going after him, before they finally released them. Now, we are hearing that he's been broken out of prison in Yoruba land. And are you not counting the days? The days of unknown gunmen. I remember, just about 3 or 4 months ago, they tried to drop the same propaganda. Oh, we are ready. We heard the reports that unknown gunmen IPOB, they are coming to Yoruba land. And people were like, for what? To come and do what? In Yoruba land, to come and get Biafra in Yoruba. That doesn't even make any sense. But somehow, they decided to, they said, no, they be like, say this one will not fly. Now Malamu is giving them the idea. And we are saying it to you. Don't believe them. It is their way to get you busy while they lie to you. And on the other hand, they unleash the terrorists on you. Because to them, these Fulani terrorists are not terrorists. They are just simple criminals. Just simple criminals doing business, kidnapping people. They are not planning to break up Nigeria. Since the Yorubas will not give the lands to support Ruga, then whatever you see, make you take them like that. That is exactly what Bukwari and Gang are offering us. And they will do anything to set us up. Now, this you see, those who are the victims today, Sunday Igboho, in the face of the law as we speak, has no case to answer. There is already existing court judgment that says that Nigeria should stop harassing him. They should stop attacking him. And in fact, for what they did, they awarded 2 billion naira penalty to Nigeria to pay to Sunday Igboho for going to his house and doing what they did in his army at his house. Nigeria Malamu hasn't responded. Is already activating another killing spree, introducing us in Yoruba land to unknown gunmen, and turn around to tell you the unknown gunman is this person, is that person, and their radio station, their TV station, they will continue to repeat that, not knowing that even those of them they are giving money to, or they will give money to go and spread those lies and lie to millions of people in Yoruba land, they are going to be victims too. You're going to get kidnapped. Kidnappers don't care if you're a journalist or whether you're a carpenter. They don't give a damn. Look at this girl. I remember saying, waiting then they give you, where you could say you won't go serve in northern Nigeria today. This young lady, this girl, possibly never watches Maiyegun's diary Politico. Right? She went for service. And she's been kidnapped already. So the latest we heard now is that they have to pay 2 million naira, or else they are going to marry her off to another jihadist. And that's the end of it. They cannot get her back again. So we are praying now that they will be able to pay 2 million naira. Wait till she go find for Zamfara. She know they read news. So if they pay you to go and spread lies and tell people that the danger we are warning them about is not real, and you help them spread the lies and propaganda of Malamu, they will take you or somebody you know. The reality will set in. The money they will pay you will not pay for it. That is why you better kind of tell yourselves the truth. They have divided Nigeria already. They are so dead, cocksure, that this is the end of it. If not, even if they cost people, is it not enough now for people who claim to be intelligent to say, you know what? Let's say this whole thing on the bus too. Nigeria don't they go on blaze? Oh, can't we just reverse it and reduce all this whole thing? Can't we just stop all this whole thing by arresting this crime and let people just start feeling calm again? But my own answer is this: they have told you they don't trust you for the power to come back to you. They have programmed everything to let you know that if you go into election tomorrow, the North will elect Northerner, the South can elect whoever they want. And if that's the case, no, so be it. They are telling you that. And because of that, because they don't care about any consequences that some of you are waiting that when they leave power, maybe then they don't care. Because the power is not coming to somebody who is going to do what you think they would do. I mean, that person would do. So is Nigeria not divided? When they tell you that you can't discuss this whole issue, you can't. They were even proposing to try Nnamdi Kanu in secret trial so that you can just read the headline. Nnamdi Kanu has been sentenced to. Do you understand? Because they don't care until you care. And when I say care now, I'm talking to those of you who are the elites, who thinks this whole thing won't get to you. You figured it out, Abi. You can easily jump into the plane. Boom. Trust me, you figured nothing out. We have been surrounded already. Everybody is just waiting for his own turn. What is the breaking news going to be tomorrow? And who is that victim going to be? Yesterday's survivors. They are today's victims. Today's survivors are the potential tomorrow's victim. It is a turn-by-turn Nigeria limited. If there's anything they have managed to democratize, it is the suffering, the misery, and the terrorism that cares nothing about anyone. And if you look at how they are reacting to when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was in court yesterday, they felt like as long as Omoyele Sowore is talking about revolution, they can always contain him. You know what I mean? But the moment Omoyele Sowore begin to meet with other people who are indeed fed up with Nigeria, that is unacceptable. And they actually brought bomb and guns to attack Omoyele Sowore at Nnamdi Kanu's trial. What does that tell you? Because they can see that unity of a thing that everybody is talking about, dreaming about. Why can't everybody come together? Why can't everybody just talk together? Why can't everybody work together? This and that. It's like this whole thing is beginning to happen. And they didn't feel likely. They would have killed Omoyele Sowore in Abuja yesterday. But I'm very happy with the response, the reaction that followed from our Biafran brothers towards this whole thing, the support they gave to Omoyele Sowore, the acceptance that so many of them are beginning to now welcome, knowing that we are all in this together. I cherish this. But for your own view, this happened to Sowore in Abuja yesterday.
If people are not present in court, it's not the court of law. That's why they put seats there, the judge sits and the public observes. That's the way
other people who can also learn from that.
You don't need to explain that to anybody. Everything is just made too complex in this country. You don't have to make things complex for yourself. Whether you like it or not, Buhari will be gone in another few days, weeks. I will remain here with police, SSS, and the rest of you. need to increase your salary because you're suffering.
We are old past you.
No, we are not here to
Don't
age.
tell me to be a kid here.
Please ask the person who has the least to talk to. Don't take it personal.
I said let him find out. I'm not a human being.
Bring the person now.
How should I bring it?
Okay. You don't want to bring it, then let another person can bring it. Talk to me. This uniform is not the license to insult people. I mean, I came to court.
You that boycott me, are you not in a part of
I didn't boycott you. You said you're going to look for the news.
I said let me call him.
Okay.
Can't you wait for me?
I can't wait. I can't wait for my rights.
Which one for your right?
My fundamental human right.
To let them wait in a check. That's why I said check.
Okay, so fine.
Jim, look at the police. Look at the people. Look at the police. Look at the people. What is the Look at them.
They are not doing their work. They are not even doing their work. They are just doing other things. And they are not even doing their work.
Now then go bring them. Now then go bring them.
One Nigeria. Are you imagine the one Nigeria we are talking about? Are you seeing? Mistake is forgivable when it is done by the owner. Mistake is always forgivable when it is done by the owner.
They wanted to kill him. They wanted to kill him. And trust me, there are many of them on social media that are waiting for a time they can grab Sowore and kill him. Most of the time when they see him one-on-one, they can't actually do anything other than possibility of causing a riot so that they can stab him and, possibly kill him. They are waiting for that time. And their anger is about to explode even more. You know why? Sowore and many other people are beginning to realize that indeed, except we come together, except we see the danger we are in, whether you are for Biafra, whether you are for Yoruba Nation, whether you are even for the Southern Solidarity, whether you are for breakup or you are for revolution, you are for anything you are for, the current arrangement in Nigeria doesn't support any of them. According to them, it is a gang up against the North. So everybody will need to begin to understand their own, your barrier. And the people you want to fight, they have nationalized their agenda. So if you think you are fighting back the Fulani terrorists, in fact, you are fighting the Nigerian military. They received another 6 Tucano jets. America had to give them the warning, which I believe they will violate anyway. You give a madman gun. You can't tell them, say, may him follow the rules. Which rule? We want, don't give them these weapons. They don't use them on terrorists. They use them on civilians. They use them on people asking for referendum. Innocent people being killed and called terrorists. That's what they use them on. According to what we heard, they said that the plane they received, they have told them that they must never use those planes in the southern Nigeria. The America knows that. America warned, they said, the Al-Qaeda and the Taliban, they will take over southern Nigeria from 2019. They have been there before 2015. They are just waiting to be activated. They can break prison. They can break anywhere. And those are the news we are going to be having to live with as you go into December. And then as you go into 2022. America warned us that all they need now is just what? It's just to activate them. So if you fight them, you are fighting government. Now, America said they should not use those planes in southern Nigeria. We hear you. But you and me, no, Abi. However, what I'm trying to say here is this. If you think you can save Nigeria by believing the liars who told you once that they were coming to save you, today, you are now praying in between, falling into the hands of kidnappers or just falling into the hands of armed robbers. Which would you prefer? As the future becomes bleak and bleak and bleak, the economy continue to go into negative and negative, your naira continue to crash and further and further, where is that future of that Nigeria they want to promise you this time around? It's up to you. You believe what you believe in. To my friends who took time out to join me tonight, thank you very much for joining me, by the way. Tomorrow is Sunday, where we're going to have our Sunday sermon. Don't miss that. It will be a continuation on the expose of what really happened in Oyo State, the prison they broke. If we find out that indeed Wakili has escaped and it's not one of those 300 they said they have arrested back, I will give you the update from tomorrow. To my friends on YouTube, remember, before you go, don't forget your offerings. That like, drop it. Click like there before you go. You and I are going to see tomorrow on Sunday sermon. To my friends on Facebook, it seems that Facebook allowed you to see me more tonight. Many of you received the notification and you joined. That's fantastic. Hopefully you check your notification and check if you still have that set to on. Check your notification if you are watching me on Facebook. Even check if you are still probably following Maiyegun. If you are not, that's Facebook. They did that. They reduced my reach by over 80%. Many of you got kicked out of the platform by Facebook themselves. And many of you will never receive notification when Maiyegun is live, except somebody shared the broadcast and you see that. So check that your notification if you are watching me on Facebook. Check if you are still if you still like or following Maiyegun's Diary Politico. And also go on to my YouTube channel, right? It's the same name, Maiyegun's Diary Politico. Click and subscribe on there. Set your notification. If you miss Facebook, you will never miss YouTube. If you miss ball, you will never miss leg. For those who understand what I mean. I'm going to see you tomorrow. Until then, good night.